A summit of more than 50 Muslim leaders have condemned U.S. President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and called on the world to respond by recognizing East Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine. Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan, who hosted the summit in Istanbul, said the U.S. move meant Washington had forfeited its role as broker in efforts to end Israeli-Palestinian conflict. From now on, it is out of the question for a biased United States to be a mediator between Israel and Palestine. That period is over, Mr. Erdogan said at the end of the meeting of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, member states. We need to discuss who will be a mediator from now on. This needs to be tackled in the UN too. A comic posted on the Turkish Foreign Ministry website said the emirs, presidents and ministers gathered in Istanbul regarded Mr. Trump's move as an announcement of the U.S. administration's withdrawal from its role as sponsor of peace. It described the decision as a deliberate undermining of all peace efforts, an impetus for extremism and terrorism, and a threat to international peace and security. Leaders including Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, Iran's President Hassan Rouhani and Jordan's King Abdullah, a close U.S. ally, all criticized Washington's move. Jerusalem is and always will be the capital of Palestine, Mr. Abbas said, adding Mr. Trump's decision was the greatest crime and a violation of international law. The Trump administration said it remained committed to reaching peace between Israel and the Palestinians and its decision did not affect Jerusalem's future borders or status. It said any credible future peace deal would place the Israeli capital in Jerusalem, and ditching old policies was needed to revive a peace process frozen since 2014. But Mr. Abbas told the leaders in Istanbul that Washington had shown it could no longer be an honest broker. It will be unacceptable for it to have a role in the political process any longer since it is biased in favor of Israel, he said. This is our position and we hope you support us in this. The comic on the Turkish ministry website and a separate Istanbul declaration distributed to journalists after the meeting said the leaders called on all countries to recognize East Jerusalem as the capital of Palestine. Iran, locked in a regional rivalry with Saudi Arabia, said the Muslim world should overcome internal problems through dialogue so it could unite against Israel. Tehran has repeatedly called for the destruction of the Israeli state and backs several militant groups in their fight against it. America is only seeking to secure the maximum interests of the Zionists and it has no respect for the legitimate rights of Palestinians, Mr. Rouhani told the summit. King Abdullah, whose country signed a peace treaty with Israel more than 20 years ago, said he rejected any attempt to alter the status quo of Jerusalem and its holy sites. King Abdullah's Hashemite dynasty is custodian of Jerusalem's Muslim sites, making Amman sensitive to any changes in the city. Not all countries were represented by heads of government.